Okay, so here in this part of the lesson, we're going to be working with using those complementary and supplementary angles. So let's do a really quick review of what a complementary versus supplementary angle is. So complementary, remember our C creates that 9 for a 90-degree angle, and our S creates that 8 for a 180-degree angle. Okay, so the sum, when we add them together, they have to equal 90 or 180. So here it says, tell whether the angles are complementary or supplementary, then find the value of X. Okay, so here's our first one. Here's my first visual cue. That right there means 90 degrees. So that means this is complementary. Now we're starting off with one that's kind of difficult for going through and actually finding X. So we're going to review, we've done this in a previous lesson, but we're going to review how we can actually go through and find that. We know that in the end, these equal 90 degrees because they're complementary. That right there is a 90-degree angle. So now, on the left-hand side of the equal sign, we're going to write what we see. Okay, so what do we see in here? We see one X and then 2 more X's. So 2 X's plus 1 more gives us an actual 3X. Now, if you needed to see it written like this, and then we have a minus 3 in there, you could do that too. I just went ahead and combined those two to get that 3X, okay? So I'm gonna erase this bottom part. Now that we have that, now we're gonna go ahead, oops, I accidentally erased my equal sign. We're gonna go ahead and now work to get X by itself. So we start with getting rid of any adding or subtracting first. So we're gonna go ahead and do a plus 3 here. Plus 3, we get 93 on this side, our equal sign, and then all we have left is a 3X. Now we'll go ahead, right now it's 3 times X, so we're gonna divide by 3. Divide by 3, 93 divided by 3 gives us X equals 31 degrees. Okay, so here's one answer, it's complementary, and we just found out that the value of X is 31. All right, let's try another one here. Okay, this one's a little bit easier. So what are we seeing here? Well, we don't see a red box. We know that it's either complementary or supplementary, so we're only working with those 2 angles. A straight line, straight, 180. So that means it's supplementary. Straight and supplementary both start with an S. Okay, so we know it's supplementary. Oops. And, okay, what do we know about supplementary? They equal 180. And then what do we see? Well, we see an X and another X. So that's how many X's? That's 2 X's. And then I also have a minus 4. Okay, so now we're going to work to get the X by itself. So we have to get rid of that minus 4 by doing the opposite. So we're going to the opposite side. So we're going to add 4. Whatever we do to one side, we do to the other. So now we have 2X left equals 180 plus 4 gives me 184. Now we'll divide by 2 to get that X by itself. 184 divided by 2 leaves us at 92 degrees. So we just found out that X equals 92. So it's supplementary and X equals 92 degrees. All right, so I want you guys to go ahead and try these 2. Remembering our visual cues, the red box means 90 degrees, a straight line starts with an S, so it means it's 180. So go ahead, pause your video, work through these, identifying whether they're complementary or supplementary, and then find out what your answer for X is. My pen stopped writing. There we go. Okay, so I've got these equal 180, these equal 90, and then what I see. So I see 4 X's and a plus 5 and a 41. So if I put those together, 41 plus 5 gives me plus 46. So 4 divided by 4. Okay, so we end up with x equaling 33.5. And yes, you can use a calculator for this. Okay, I'm not checking your long division. And these have to equal 90, so 4x plus a 36 is LIC. So minus 36. So divide by 4, divide by 4. 54 divided by 4 gives me 13.5. So x equals 13.5. And once again, yes, you can have a decimal for a degree measure. So supplementary equals 180. Complementary equals 90. And then to solve for x, you're going to write down what you see and what you know, and then solve for x.